Hello there, I am Mario the Artisan Rogue, and for this particular episode, I wanted to cover some books that had been in my collection for a while. The first one we're going to start off with is a read-along book. It's a See, Hear, and Read book. These are really popular in the late 70s, early 80s, and I think even into the 90s. This one is my brother's. When he was a kid, you can see his little signature he wrote there in the beginning. The artwork in these are fantastic. I loved whenever companies would really go all in. The illustrations were great. The writing was really pretty darn well done. And if you were lucky, the cassettes or the records that came with them allowed you to be able to hear some fantastic voice acting or narration, sound effects, the whole thing. Now, what I really loved about this was this one in particular, and these here, The Gift of the Mogwai, I spent a lot of time looking at them because I wasn't sure if I wanted to be an artist or not when I was a kid, but I drew all the time. And these specific ones, now these are mine. I had these ever since I was a kid. I only got 2 out of all of, I think there's 5 in the set, but I spent so much time with tracing paper, drawing over these. Now they're in immaculate condition because here's the weird thing. I wasn't allowed to use the record player. It was this giant Pioneer sound system that my dad owned, so I had limited access to it. Maybe 3-4 times tops are what these records ever got played. As you can see, they are in pristine condition on the back. Few blemishes, mainly from storage, but otherwise in perfect condition. I wish I could get the other 3, and I've looked out there, I've seen a few on eBay, so I don't think it's going to be too hard to get them. But the artwork on the front, my God, they are gorgeous. I love these things so much. It was really interesting because books like this made me want to do multiple things with them. I could stay up late at night and read them because I loved the Gremlins movie. I loved any of the, and I have a bunch of these books in my collection that were all based on popular IPs that I really enjoyed. But this one, because I didn't have a VCR at the time, we didn't have this on VHS. I still don't actually own a copy of the film, now that I'm thinking about it. Wow, I can't believe that. I actually do not own a copy of that. Now, I do own multiple copies of Star Wars. This one here was from 1997. Now, oddly enough, this is put through Walt Disney Record Company, and it was Star Wars. Now, this is well before George Lucas decided to sell this off, and this is a really, really cool production. If you get the chance, you can go find it online, do a search on YouTube. I might even put the links down below. But somebody decided to go ahead and upload the actual audio rips from these cassettes. They sound fantastic. It is top notch. Not only is it Disney, but it's Lucasfilm doing this. And the productions are very unique and very, very cool. They use sound bites from the films. The narrator is phenomenal. The overall production and package design is fantastic. And speaking of package design, let me show you something kind of odd. This is a play and show phono projector disc. Now, I don't know how many of you have ever seen this before. I stumbled across this at a thrift store, and I'd never seen this type of media. And if any of you know me, you know I love zip discs and different kinds of memory cards. I love audio technology. I'm a huge, huge fan of that stuff. Look at this thing. It literally looks like a Viewmaster disc, like a large Viewmaster disc with a record riveted in the center to it. The record does not remove. Now, I shouldn't be doing that, but it's really, really well put together, and there wasn't a lot of strain on it. It doesn't weigh anything. The disc is nothing. I don't believe there's anything on the back of the record, though. I think that's blank. You can see the gear right there that turns it. Now, I don't have the projector that this works in. I'm still trying to locate one and get one that's in working condition. The artwork on it, it's your classic Hanna-Barbera fare. The only really crazy part I thought in there that was kind of funny was that Pebbles from the Flintstones is Goldilocks, and they simply made her hair blonde. The bears look great. Yogi, and I can't remember the female bear. Good Lord, Boo Boo's there. The colors are really super saturated, very bright, and I imagine that's because it had to project onto a screen. Overall, these are all connected and wonderful examples of multimedia options and book reading and stuff that made a huge impact on my childhood. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, I am Mario the Artisan Rogue, and I'll have another video up here in about another week on some more books in my collection. Thanks for watching.